All right. Hello, YouTube. My name is Justin Makkay. Um, this video is somewhat planned because I knew I wanted to do it. I wanted to do a welcome video for a channel if I ever made one, and here we are. I am starting a YouTube channel, but it is not so much planned in as in I don't really know what I'm going to say, and I've never really filmed myself or filmed the video before, so this is a first. Bear with me. Um, I guess we can start at the top and zoom out if we need to. I've always loved YouTube. I've learned a ton from there. I mean, everything from how to get better in the gym or running or just cool stuff. Last night I watched a guy build a pair of shoes for about 15 minutes. It was one of the coolest videos I've seen on YouTube. But more on the productivity and business side, I've been inspired by people like Tim Ferriss and Ali Abdal, Thomas Frank. His Notion videos are very cool. Just all over the place. So, um, one thing they all have in common is they are able to educate people, and that's something that I love to do. A little bit about me. I run a online, completely remote, like property management and co-hosting business, managing about 25 properties across the U.S. The team is spread out across the world. There's two virtual assistants in the Philippines, and one in India, Pakistan. Um, so that whole story in itself, I guess we can go backwards a little bit and talk about how I got there and how I got right here to making this video. Um, I will point out it's not a unique story. If you're watching this, you may have this exact same story. You might be at any one of these couple points that I've been in. But I graduated college in 2018, and in that last senior year semester, being a finance and risk management major, I realized I didn't really like that stuff all that much. I was okay at it. I didn't spend much of college caring about that stuff. I did the extracurriculars, if you will, more than the studying. So when it came to about April, a month before graduation, and I didn't have a job. Through a friend, landed on a sales job with a big tech company, and I was like, all right, I'm moving from Philadelphia, where I went to school, close to mom and dad, who are in New Jersey, and moving to Boston, where I had a couple friends, but new sales job, big tech company, awesome. This is what you do. This is what you're supposed to do. You graduate college, you go get the corporate job, you make good money, and geez, I might sound like a broken record to some of you because I'm sure there's a million of these people out there on YouTube, but I'm one of them now. And I get in that job, and kind of right from the get go, even week one, I realized this wasn't for me. And a real question that popped in my head was like, is this it? And as I progressed through my 2 years there, I was always looking up at the people that were ahead of me, the people I was working for on my team, and I didn't want to emulate their lives. I didn't see my life going that way. Working in an office, 40 to 70 hours a week, being completely consistently on call, and just some people just honestly weren't healthy, and I pride that part of my life a lot. So I needed a change for sure, and needed to really upper my life. So, for the lack of the length of this video and the story, I ended up quitting that job in August of 2020. Awesome year to quit your job, and then I moved across the country. I always wanted to live in Colorado and teach skiing. I've been skiing since I was 2 or 3 years old, and it's something we've always done as a family, and I've loved so much. So being able to teach people to be lifelong skiers, especially kids my age, I just need to go try it and do it. So that season, 2020 to 2021, I taught skiing out in Colorado at Copper Mountain, full time, and I knew that for the lifestyle I wanted to live, which was essentially working for myself and starting a business, that teaching skiing wasn't going to get me there because winter's only so many months out of the year. There's summer and a little bit of fall. We don't really have a spring here in Colorado, but that's a good thing. I like the snow on the ground that long. But I had to find something else. So, long story short, in 2021, I started freelance property management for a couple clients, and that has snowballed into a full fledged business that allows me to now still work part time, uh, completely for fun at the mountain and teach skiing to kids every weekend. And I help out on holidays as well, teach about 40 to 50 days out of the season. I get to ski 100 days a year, and it's beyond crazy to hear me say that. The most I ever skied in a season before I came out here was 9 or 10 days, and to have 100 every season for the last couple of years has been so cool. And this business that I've created with Airbnb and property management has allowed me to do that. Has allowed me to be my own boss and learn how to manage a team and make money while not being reliant on a 9 to 5 or anyone else's schedule. And it is, I'm so grateful for it, and it is such a blessing, if you will, to be able to have those opportunities. And essentially, where I want this channel to go is the things that I've learned over the last couple of years, going from freelancer, just me by myself for about a full year, year and a half, to managing a one VA, to now a full-fledged business owner managing a team. Is I've learned a lot. I still have a lot to learn. These videos aren't going to be amazing to start. So that's something I got to learn, and there's much more stuff in the business that I have to learn as well. But all the stuff leading up to that in the last 3.5, 4 years, I want to share with you. I want to share with people who want to go out there and start a business, whether it's property management or not. For those in property management or short-term rentals, there's so much junk out there, and I want to try to make it simple. I think a lot of it is overcomplicated. And lastly, I want to help people take hold of their own life, have a little bit of autonomy, and specifically in the short-term rental space, um, highlighting everything on how to build a team, how to price out your property, how to deal with contractors, all that stuff. There's so many things that uh, are just jumbled up out there, not easily accessible, and I hope that by making this channel, I can bring some of that to you. So I'm keeping this video short, under 10 minutes. That's my spiel. That's all I got. One take, no edits. If I left anything out, I will for sure add it in some of the other videos along the way. If you watch this and you got this far, 8.5 minutes through, thank you. If you're just visiting and who knows what year it is, go check out some of the other videos, reach out, tell me how you felt about this one. But here we go. You're along for the ride, and welcome. I'm very excited. Let's go.